And I was lonely a lot of my childhood, whether it be like actually or just felt it. And I was just always very available to the way that music made me feel from a very, very young age. Like, you know, I was lucky that my mum was really into music. And she was sort of so young when she had me that she was still at that point of being somewhat fanatical about music, like, you know, or an artist. And that really rubbed off on me. It was the most reliable friend I've ever had in my life. Like, you know, there is a song for every emotion. There is a song for every feeling.
Real.
And it's just, that's just, like, consistency. Yeah, very much. But I think my mum's very similar to me. Like, I think that she has this, she just, you know, has a sadness in her. Just in general, I think some people are just like that. But she loves music. There was always music on. There was always music, like more music playing in my house when I was little than there is now, with me being an actual artist. Yeah, she loves it. She loves music very much. I don't think there's any expectation of sincerity left in music from artists. And I believe that artists are sincere, and I think to be an artist, like an actual artist, it comes from deep within us, like, and it's a necessity that we have to put it out. And I don't just mean being an artist as a singer or a writer. It could be a painter, it could be a photographer, it could be, you know, a chef, an architect, just someone that's creating something, you know. And I just feel like it's just a transaction now. That's
a trade.
Yeah, and I don't. That's not why I got into music. It's just not my vibe.
Yeah.
But I'm not in it long enough at a time for it to really take me off of music at all. Like, you know, if I was doing this every year, I mean, I'd just be a zombie, I think, you know. But I definitely did lose my connection with my own music and, you know, with how it made me feel and stuff like that. But it came back to me on this album because I needed it so badly. That's the other thing, as we were wrapping it up with the mixing and all of that. The conversation of TikTok came up a lot, right? So I'm like, TikTok who? Like, you know, but they're like, you know, we've really got to make sure these 14-year-olds know who you are. And I'm like, but they've all got mums. They've all got mums, and they've definitely been growing up listening to my music, these 14-year-olds and stuff like that. But it was like, if everyone's making music for the TikTok, who's making the music for my generation? Who's making the music for my peers? I will do that job gladly. I'd rather cater to people that have, like, are on my level in terms of, like, the amount of time we've spent on Earth and all the things we've been through. Then I don't want 12-year-olds listening to this record. It's a bit too deep. But the 30 and 40-year-olds that are all committing to themselves and doing therapy, that's my vibe. Yeah. Because that's what I was doing. Yeah. You know, so I'm more concerned with how this record can help them. I'm not saying